There's a massive turnout expected today at a rally protesting the controversial Islamic center that was recently approved to be built just steps from Ground Zero. It's a plan that has many people, especially family members of 9/11 victims and those who worked at Ground Zero, furious. Former FDNY firefighter and 9/11 responder Tim Brown will be attending the rally today. Tim, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Do you object just to the placement, the location of this mosque so close to Ground Zero, or other things?
Well, I mean, there are more things than that. That is our main objective, is to move the mosque away from Ground Zero. It's the objective of the families and many Americans. It's very insensitive to the families what the imam is doing, and he portrays himself as being a healing kind of guy, bring the religions together. He's doing just the opposite of that to the families.
What's he doing? What is it that it has you so outraged?
You're putting the mosque right 600 feet from where Tower 1 came down, killing many firemen, police officers, many good people, Americans and non-Americans. And, you know, when we go back to the memorial, many of those bodies were never recovered. When the families go back to the memorial, when it's open, and they're praying at their loved one's gravesite, they're going to hear Allah Akbar from the mosque that's 600 feet away. And that's the same war cry that was shouted by the terrorists before they slammed the planes into the tower.
Furthermore, there have been reports that this Imam, Abdul Rauf, has said some disturbing things about 9/11 and saying basically that it was because of the U.S.'s policy.
Yeah, U.S. culpability in it. And you know, we found his book in Malaysian, in Arabic, but bought in Malaysia. And it says, a call to prayer from the World Trade Center rubble, Islamic Dawah from the heart of America post 9/11. He's using 9/11 as a recruiting tool to bring people into the Muslim faith. So we're calling it a 9/11 Sharia recruiting center, because that's really what he's doing.
We had the head of a local Muslim organization, Nassim Mahdi, on yesterday, and he said that, you know, we need to accept that there are Muslims living here in the United States, that they are peaceful, that this is going to be a peaceful cultural center that will help all of us become, you know, basically enlightened as to their religion. Listen to what he had to say.
Sure.
The purpose of the mosque is to promote peace and harmony, and we are doing this that all the moderate Muslims should come together, and they should try to change this perception of the majority of the Americans that Islam is a religion of peace and not terror, and Islam is a religion which teaches us to be loyal to the country we live in.
Loyal to the country we live in.
Yeah.
Your reaction?
Well, Islam is peace and terror, and they do not admit that. They do not admit that these 15 Muslims that were on the planes that day that were terrorists were Muslim. They just push it aside. So they're only trying to tell you about one side of the story. There's a bigger picture here. The Imam is using the location near Ground Zero to recruit. It's Dawah. That's what it's called.
The local community board has approved this. They approved it almost unanimously. This is going to happen.
The truth is it was 29-1 with 10 abstentions, though.
Sure.
So the abstentions wanted to get more information. They allowed the people, they allowed the Imam and company, his group, to go in and do 2 presentations. They did not allow us, they did not hear us except for 2-minute clips. So they were very unfair. And furthermore, the borough president, Scott Stringer's spokesman, called the families bigots and fearmongers.
Well, hopefully today your voices will be heard. You're planning a big protest down there. What time?
That is from noon to 3 down at Ground Zero at Church and Liberty Street. I suspect there will be thousands of people. Pamela Geller has done a wonderful job of organizing this, and we're going to go down there. The families will be down there to support her.
Good luck to you, and we'll check in tomorrow to see what's happened down there. Tim Brown, thanks for coming on.